What's up, guys? It's Nidings here, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're gonna be previewing the Eagles-Steelers game that will be happening whenever you're watching this, probably today, in an hour or so. And this matchup is actually pretty special because at the time of recording this, even though it's late at night, it is my 17th birthday. Yes, I am 17 years old. I have no idea how it's possible, but my Steeler fan friend Michael, who has a channel called Michael from the Forum 2, as you can see the slide right now, it's showing his name and his channel, also had a birthday tonight. I think he's living in the East Coast though, so his birthday has already passed for him, but he also had a birthday. It's crazy. We're great friends. We support Pennsylvania teams. He supports Pittsburgh sports. I support Philadelphia sports, and we have the same birthday. It is absolutely crazy. This has been a fun week for us, so I just want to say again, thank you for being my friend, Michael. Even though your birthday has passed, happy birthday to you, my dude. Glad we could share our birthdays together. You haven't made a video on your channel yet, but I'm sure you're going to be making one sooner than later, so I have linked your channel in the description. We weren't going to collab for this video, but sadly we were both on a time crunch. You're both I wasn't overly busy, but I did miss the time slot on Saturday to get in a video with him, and he was extremely busy on his birthday, which at the time of recording this was tonight, so that's completely fine. We didn't get a collab, but that's all right. I'm still shouting you out here and linking your stuff because you've been a great friend to me, and again, we share birthdays, our teams are playing, big coincidence, but hey, you know what, I'll take it. So yeah, that's all I really want to say about that. So thanks again, Michael, for being my friend. Happy birthday to you. Let's hope for a great football game. Eagles Steelers, the Battle of Pennsylvania. Let's get it. All right, gonna try and make this a quick one as usual, but before we get into it, please subscribe, turn the bell for notifications so you don't miss out any other videos. We're at 257. We had 260, then we dropped 3 subs. It's tough, I know, but we can still get back there. At least we hit over 250. That's amazing. And of course, please like, please comment. As long as it's not appropriate, I'll definitely look at it. And please follow my socials and my Discord server. All links below in the description. Without further ado, play that intro video. Let's get it.
And he's trying to extend! Touchdown! Philadelphia Eagles on Jalen Hurts!
Alright guys, welcome back. You know the drill, or the deal, however you want to say it. You know how we like to get into it. We go with my Philadelphia Eagles first, and I describe this roster, what's going on right, what's going wrong for our first segment. So let's get into it. Obviously, like I say at the start of every one of these segments, you know who's leading the ship. Quarterback Jalen Hurts, number 1, and QB number 1 as well on the roster. Jalen Hurts has been having a very, very great year. I believe 6 passing touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. One, I know I don't like to dwell on it so much, but I'm just saying, I no disrespect to Kenneth Gainwell, but that was on him. He should have caught that ball, but it's okay. It is what it is. It's all right, Kenny. Move on from that, and plus, only 2 interceptions on the year anyways. So I know interceptions are never good, but 6 passing touchdowns to rival that. 6 rushing touchdowns. I believe it is 6 and 6. I have to check on that, but I'm pretty sure those are the numbers. So 12 total touchdowns on the year. And people got to remember, rushing touchdowns are 6 points too. I don't care how Jalen scores. I don't care how Jalen scores. A touchdown is a touchdown. It helps our team. That's end of story, all right? And of course, the passing game from Jalen has extremely improved this year. He's been motivated to even fix his mechanics this year. He's been motivated to absolutely ball out this year, and look what he's doing. He's doing great, and people are even saying MVP candidate, and I love the ideas, but I'm just going to wait until the end of the season because I don't jinx anything. I don't want to say something too soon, nothing of that. So that's really all I want to say from Jalen Hurts. Great year so far. Miles Sanders, running back 1. I've been hearing all the Kareem Hunt trade rumors and such, but I I think the Eagles called on Alvin Kamara. I don't know. I don't know if that was actually a lie though. I've heard people say, it's actually a lie. It's not true. I'm so not sure. But we did make a great acquisition in Robert Quinn, which I'll talk about. But whether or not the trade rumors are right or wrong, Miles Sanders is still our running back number 1 right now. So we got to focus on that. Dude, Miles Sanders, again, like I keep saying, did not have a touchdown last year. Finally got his touchdown this year. He really deserves it. You know how much of a Miles Sanders fan I am. Honestly, he has not been performing bad at all this year. I think he's been performing pretty consistent. Is it star-like, absolutely amazing numbers? I mean, no, but he's been doing his job, and he's been doing well as our running back 1, at least in my opinion. I mean, there's also questions of, staying healthy, and, we just need him to stay healthy this season, as our running back number 1. So that was a big X factor. If you remember, I believe he did get injured last season. I forgot the amount on his injury there, but, even if he was only injured a little bit last year, still staying healthy was a big must for Miles Sanders as well. Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, Trey Sermon, Boston Scott, and Kenneth Gainwell. I'm really excited. Really want to see Kenneth Gainwell step up. How I've always been preaching it. I'm really excited to see Kenneth Gainwell develop, stuff like that. Boston Scott, really good running back room. Really need to get one of my keys to the game here. Just a spoiler alert. Really need to get this run game going, especially against Pittsburgh. Right? AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Zach Pascal. We got strong Batman, skinny Batman, and fast Batman. All right, AJ Brown did have a touchdown catch against the Dallas Cowboys. You remember that? What was it? I believe. That was pretty much week 6. I remember we had a bye week. We're coming off a bye week where we're all well rested. We're looking pretty good. On terms of injury, I don't think we have any injuries on our starters, which thank God for that. Love it. All right, AJ Brown's a wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, Devontae Smith. How he's been having this year. He's been doing great this year. Had a slow start week 1. Didn't really see much of him. Then he started to pick it up. Quez Watkins, not seeing much of he is that wide receiver 3 though. Like I keep saying, that really speedy, straight line speed wide receiver. And I really love what Quez Watkins shows. But I'm sure, we're gonna use him. We're gonna use him this game. I mean, I would love to use him this game, especially his speed is killer. I mean, Zach Pascal as well, who's been doing the behind the scenes work. Not only behind the scenes, because it's always on TV and you can see it, but all the dirty work, like my friend Big Play Slay, aka the franchise, says, all the dirty work. As a blocker as well. Letting other wide receivers get open, taking advantage of that, basically helping this team wherever he can. So I love it. Dallas Goedert playing great football right now. You could even say top 10, top 5 as tight ends right now in the league, with Kittle, Andrews, Kelsey, Waller, Pitts, all of those guys. Dallas Goedert is playing great football so far, especially the receiving yards after catch. Dallas Goedert has issues of dropping the easy catches sometimes. I see that a lot. You can make great catches, but then on the easy catches, there's a tendency to drop some. But I'm not complaining for this season at least. I mean, hey, if Goddard catches one, he's gonna run you over. He's gonna get yards after the catch, and he's a great, one of the best tight ends in the NFL. I'm just gonna say it right now. What I say better, Kittle, Kelsey, both of those guys, no, but I mean he's doing his job, and he's having a great season so far. So there's that for Dallas Goedert. All right, Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson on the left side. Jordan Mailata, that diamond in the rough, like I keep saying, playing really great football so far. Landon Dickerson too, in his sophomore year, if he stays healthy, he's gonna be a threat, and he's performing really consistent as well. Jason Kelsey, the best center in the league, hasn't given up a sack in I don't even know how many snaps it is anymore. I can't remember the number. That's how great he is. So yeah, Kelsey, good to go for this game. He is a national, not even a treasure in Philadelphia. He's a national treasure. Protect that man. at all times. All right, Jason Kelsey, love it. Also brother to Travis. I know that's obvious, but I just want to point that out just for fun. Isaac Seumalo, who also had his birthday tonight, October 29th. Happy birthday to you, Isaac Seumalo. I share a birthday with an Eagles player. Glad we could celebrate it together. And my the birthday present was, Phillies lost. We won in the World Series though. 3 more wins until the Phillies win it all. So I'm fine. Flyers lost, sadly. Flyers honestly had a pretty good start to the season. No, I'm not complaining. Sixers won against the Bulls. They're starting to come back on a losing record. The Union have their conference final tomorrow. I'm not much of a big soccer fan, but I really want the Union to win. Get revenge on NYCFC, please. And of course, Seumalo, great birthday present for you would be not allowing a sack. And I'm not saying that because you have allowed a sack or you're bad at it. No, I'm not saying it like that. But I think a great birthday present for you, Seumalo, would be protecting Hurts' right side and getting the win. And that would be my birthday present too. So I think we share something in common, Isaac Seumalo. But no, I'm just joking. But glad I could share a birthday with an Eagles player, an Eagles offensive lineman who's been performing really, really good this season. So I'm honored. Lane Johnson, right tackle, best right tackle in the league, has been really consistent for us in his tenure in Philadelphia. Excellent offensive line. Jeff Stoutland leading the helm there. No worries about that at all. I mean, I know this Steelers pass rush looks intimidating. I believe T.J. Watt will be playing this game, and I'm like, dude, I love that. I want T.J. Watt to play this game, not just for a challenge base, but T.J. Watt's an excellent player. I do not want to see a player like that get injured, and I want him in this game. I want that, T.J. Watt against, I don't know, either left side Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson. That would be a fun matchup to watch. And this Steelers defense against this Eagles offensive, not just his offensive line, but this Eagles offense in general is going to be a really fun matchup to watch. Just want to say that. All right, let's go on to our defense. I know I'm really bad with time management in these videos, but I'll try to go by this quickly. Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, and actually Robert Quinn is listed at the ESPN depth chart. He's a starter, but Josh Sweat is behind him. I believe Josh Sweat would be starting over Robert Quinn. I'm not sure. I don't know. It could go either way. I am fine with that. I mean, Robert Quinn is our new trade acquisition. It was how he did it again. He did his magic again. And, we actually did not give up much for Robert Quinn. Thank you, Chicago Bears. I promise we will absolutely take care of him. I know that's a huge hit to your team. And Robert Quinn will play his former team, the Chicago Bears, later this season. But Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, 2 veterans on this defense who still got it. And they're also one of the all-time Philadelphia greats too. So they'll always be remembered in this city and as Eagles players as well. Brandon Graham going to be playing off the edge. Remember, we play a 4-3 defense. Robert Quinn is listed here, will play on the edge as well. The interior will be Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave. Of course, Jordan Davis and Milton Williams are the backups. Remember, Milton Williams is that rookie, I believe. And the Devontae Smith draft. I don't even remember what draft that was anymore. I think it was 2021. And Jordan Davis was our first-round rookie this year. And, when Jordan Davis is on the field, oh boy, do not try running the football with Jordan. Have you seen him? He makes Fletcher Cox look small, dude. You do not want to try and run the ball over to Jordan Davis. It will not end well whatsoever. And he's still a rookie too, which is terrifying. Not terrifying for us though. All right, Javon Hargrave, who did really, really well last season, broke out. Still want to see a little bit more from Javon Hargrave, but it's still early in the season. We'll see. I still think he's a really great piece for this interior defensive line. Let's go to our linebackers. Kaiser White, weak side. Strong side, Hassan Reddick, and of course middle linebacker T.J. Edwards. All 3 have been having a great season so far. Hassan Reddick has stepped up. He's looked really scary off the edge. Remember, he's a strong side linebacker. So in a 4-3, you have your edge rushers on the defensive line, and then you have the strong side of weak side, which can act also off the edge. If you know what I'm trying to say. Basically, I've seen a lot of instances where Hassan is on the line. You can see him on the edge there. pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff, especially for guy of Hassan Reddick's caliber. Kaiser White too. He's very versatile. He can do it all on the field. CJ Edwards has been having a great year, especially on the pass. I've seen a lot of instances where passes have been thrown TJ Edwards' way, and he deflects them pretty well. And yeah, TJ Edwards has just been a force to be reckoned with this season. He's been having a lovely season so far. And our secondary, best secondary in the league. I don't care anymore. This secondary is absolutely electric. James Bradbury, Darius Slay, our left corner, and our right corner. Oh boy, both of them have been playing out of their minds. James Bradbury is complementing Darius Slay really well, and if you have a wide receiver on them, don't expect passes to be completed so easily. Yeah, you're not. I'm not saying like every pass is literally like no fly zone stuff like that, but wow, Slay and Bradbury, you're gonna have a tough time throwing on them, and we've seen it all this year. I mean, Avonte Maddox as well, our slot corner, who had a great year last year, is continuing his play too. Marcus Epps, C.J. Gardner-Johnson have been performing really well as the safeties. For us this season, our secondary has been performing really, really well, and it's lovely to see that. And that's all I really want to say about defense. Not really much, but this defense is playing great so far this season. I mean, hey, we're 6-0, trying to go 7-0 tomorrow. Absolutely love it. All right, special teams. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, has been released. Hero for us in the Cardinals game. He got that game-winning field goal after Matt Amendola, the backup kicker for the Cardinals, missed it because Matt Prater was out. Tough luck for them, but good for us. Jake Elliott still our starting kicker, as he should be. Aaron Sipos, punter. Britton Covey going to be returning the punts and kicks. That is our Eagles team, and I know I'm going to have terrible at clock management. Oh boy, let's go to the Steelers team, shall we? All right, leading a ship for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the rookie, Kenny Pickett, first-round rookie this year. Also went to Pittsburgh, the college, too. So, staying right at home. And, of course, Mitch Trubisky has been benched, so Kenny will be the starter. And, again, he is a rookie, so, I wouldn't say rude awakening, but, rookie QB, starting. I mean, I can definitely tell this is the right choice, and I trust why Tomlin did that. I mean, Trubisky is literally showing nothing in that offense. I thought the first game for Trubisky, I think the Cincinnati game, I was like, okay, Trubisky, you're doing your job. You're not that bad. And then, oh boy, was I wrong. Trubisky just started being prime Mitchell Trubisky again. So Kenny Pickett really struggling. Really struggling these first games he started. And am I saying that's his fault at all? I mean, obviously he's not made the best of decisions, on some of those passes. I mean, again, that Jets game though, I believe that was the first game he got in. Those interceptions, I don't think were all too entirely his fault. They were pretty unlucky. But my point is, he's still a rookie. Cut him some slack, okay? I know you don't just baby him and just give him all those excuses. I'm just saying he's a rookie. He'll learn, and it's really overwhelming when you're a rookie in your first year and I'd say this is early in the season and you're starting because Mitch Trubisky's been benched. It's a little, or maybe even a lot of overwhelmingness, even if that's even a word. I'm just saying, dude, I think we should cut Kenny Pickett a slack. But fortunately for him, he plays this really, really tough defense we have. So, it's going to be interesting to see that. Najee Harris, running back, he's been struggling a little bit this year, too. I do remember watching that. And I love the previews NFL does, on their YouTube channel for games and such. And I heard he was averaging about 3.8 yards a carry this year. Or I don't know if it's just for that Dolphins game. Even so, though, that he could not really get a lot going in the Dolphins game. And, I mean, hey, though, I'm not underrating him at all. Najee Harris, when he gets hot, he's a really, really electric running back. And that's why I do not want him to get hot this game as well. Also, the wide receivers. I mean, if you look here, Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, George Pickens. I think Chase Claypool is in some trade rumors, which is interesting to see. I mean, I think Michael, the friend I said earlier in this video, I think he also told me that Deontay Johnson is also been struggling a little bit this year. I believe that's what he said. I mean, hey, that's the Steelers wide receiver one. But I've seen Deontay Johnson. When he has the ability to, he can make really nice plays as well, especially as a wide receiver one. I mean, deal with Chase Claypool. Also had a lot of criticism. I know Steelers fans you don't have to hear this part, but of all the other past seasons where I don't think it was off the field issue. I don't know, like that moment in the Vikings game, stuff like that. Yeah, I know. I don't know if this just seems unnecessary to say. I mean, I'm not trying to say that to just undermine him and say he's just a bad wide receiver because of that, but I was just saying that because I think that's where most of the criticism from Chase Claypool comes from, et cetera, something like that. I don't know. My point is, I kind of just want to look past that. I still think Chase Claypool is a pretty solid player in my opinion. When he needs to. I mean, hey, last time he played the Eagles, he scored 4 touchdowns on us. That was really terrible. And I was like, hey, this guy has a lot of freaking potential. And I still think he does. I just right now there's trade rumors, for him. And it's going to be interesting to see Chase Claypool not in a Steelers uniform, but I still think he has ability to do well against us if we're not careful. I mean, George Pickens, how viral he's gotten, as a wide receiver, rookie wide receiver, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the insane catches he's made. He already looks like he's gonna do great in the league. I mean, I know it's his rookie year, and I haven't had like the Dallas league. I mean, I thought the catches he's made, especially that one hand. I know I'm cherry picking plays, but it is an incredible catch. And I was like, this George Pickens guy is. I mean, I don't want to say like George Pickens guy like he's just some ordinary guy. No, George Pickens is incredible, or he has incredible talent, at least something like that. I even had my dad saying, how will he? Oh my God, I'm stuttering. How he'll do in this offense, but right now he's impressed me. So he's removed all doubt, and George Pickens again. Just want to really quick mention Pat Freiermuth. Penn State Nittany Lion, former Penn State Nittany Lion. Geez, I am stuttering so much. All right, former Nittany Lion from the Penn State University. That is my team, by the way, and he's on my fantasy team, so I kind of want him to, get 20 points, but we still win the game if that's possible. But yeah, Pat Freiermuth has also made some really nice plays this year. And we can't let him get too overly involved in the offense for the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. Honestly, this offense is young and it can get really, really talented. I mean, you have Kenny Pickett, rookie, Najee Harris, sophomore year, Deontay Johnson. Let me check really quick. When did Deontay Johnson join this league? I would assume he is pretty young too. Yeah, he joined the Pittsburgh Steelers 2019. So there's that for you. I mean, Pat Freiermuth, rookie. George Pickens, rookie. Chase Claypool in his sophomore year or third year in the league. It's a really young offense for Pittsburgh. It's been struggling as of late. But if this Pittsburgh Steelers young offense gets enough time, they polish this team off. I'm just saying, watch out. I mean, hey, I know Kenny Pickett is struggling, but again, he's a rookie. These things take time, right? So Dan Moore Jr., Kevin Dotson, left side, Chukwuma Okorafor, James Daniels on the right. Mason Cole will be your center. I have heard Michael say Kevin Dotson has been struggling as of late, so that is something to think about. And yeah, this offensive line, I think he also said, not just Kevin Dotson, but this offensive line has been struggling as of late, which is something we can take advantage of on the defensive line, etc., etc. And yeah, that's all I really have for the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. So really young offense. Kenny Pickett at the helm. Rookie quarterback struggling. I know this is overused. I know this is corny, but Peyton Manning also struggled his rookie year too. I'm just saying. I'm literally just saying. Okay? I didn't mean it to sound corny or overused, but you gotta give rookie quarterbacks their time. especially. And Mitch Trubisky wasn't helping things either. So to each their own, anyways. So yeah, let's go to their defense. Oh boy, this defense, always scares me. It always scares me. The Steelers have been notorious for having a really, really nice defense, especially as of past years. I mean, Larry Ogunjobi, left defensive end, also a really nice piece for the Cleveland Browns, a division rival, is listed out for this game. Tyson Alualu, Cameron Hayward, right defensive end. By the way, they were on a 3-4 defense. Ogunjobi be on the edge for them, or no, not edge, because the weak side and the strong side are their edges technically, but as their left defensive end being out, I think Chris Wormley is the next guy to stand up. That's going to be a big hit to them. All right, Cameron Hayward. Also, by the way, Tyson Alualu, really nice piece on that nose tackle spot too. You can't forget about him. Of course, Cameron Hayward as well. You know how he's done alongside T.J. Watt, even though T.J. Watt, I believe, is a weak side linebacker, and Cameron Hayward is right defensive end. You know how they've done, right next to each other. So, oh boy, that is going to be a little scary. And I mean, hey, that might impact our running game too. That's why I'm making an emphasis to, excuse me. That's why I'm making an emphasis to, get our running game going. This is really, really nice Steelers front seven. It says Malik Reed at ESPN, but I'm pretty sure TJ Watt is playing. Let me just double check. And oh no, never mind. Okay, scratch that. TJ Watt will not play tomorrow. He'll not play tomorrow. That is, oh boy. I mean, I would have loved for him to play tomorrow because again, he is a great competitor and a great player. And I, really want to see him, this game. And I know how much of a beast he is, so that would have been another amazing matchup to see. But no, TJ Watt is out for this game. So next man up, gonna be Malik Reed or Ryan Anderson, either one of the two. All right, but hey, Devin Bush and Miles Jack. Miles Jack and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know why the Jacksonville Jaguars let go of him, but he's gonna be a part of this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. And Bush and Jack are a really good linebacker duo. They'll be your interior linebackers. And also Robert Spillane behind Devin Bush too. Yeah, that's a really nice linebacker core too. I say this front seven ain't no joke. Even with T.J. Watt and Ogunjobi out, it's no joke whatsoever. And you have Alex Highsmith, a strong side linebacker too. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Gonna be tough against that front seven, but I still believe we can do it. I mean, hey, remember Hurts is really mobile as well, and that Hurts and Sanders dynamic. You never know. That's why the Steelers got to prepare for that. That mobility from Jalen Hurts as their quarterback. But this front seven, I've said it a million times already. No joke whatsoever. And even if T.J. Watt is starting or isn't starting, Steelers have a really nice front seven. Let's look at their secondary. Cameron Sutton, Levi Wallace is out, by the way. So is DeMonte Kazi, free safety. Cameron Sutton will be their right corner, who's not been having a bad year at all whatsoever. I think it's a really nice spot for them, the right corner. Left cornerback, Akello Witherspoon, though. I've heard, or at least from Michael, I've heard he's also been struggling this season. So that's a guy we can attack, especially if Akello's on A.J. Brown. He's going to have a tough time, covering A.J. Brown. Of course, how huge he is, that physical wide receiver. He can catch the ball and get yards after catch pretty easily because of his size. So I'm going to have to see here. Safety core looks really nice though. Terrell Edmonds and strong safety. Free safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, one of, if not the best safety in the league. Minkah Fitzpatrick has also been having a solid year so far this year. Safeties do not look bad for Pittsburgh as well. Cameron Sutton as well, right corner. It's just a concern for the Steelers defense. Akello Witherspoon. Gonna be a big concern for them because I believe that's their cornerback number one. I believe Sutton is CB2. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look at that because I would assume Akello Witherspoon, despite him struggling this year, would be the cornerback number one. But even so, Cameron Sutton has not been doing bad this year. Terrell Edmonds and Fitzpatrick, you know how great Fitzpatrick is. Terrell Edmonds, strong safety, Kello Witherspoon. Yeah, not a terrible secondary by any means, but I still think we can take advantage of it. It's just that I'm not trying to say this to downplay the secondary, but that front seven, oh boy, we cannot afford to be terrible against this front seven unless they're going to make us pay for it. And that brings us to our case of the game. That is it for the Steelers team. All right, let's go to the keys to the game for my team only because I do not have Michael with me, but that's okay. That's okay. I can still say the keys of the game and, of course, my prediction. All right. So, my first key to the game, I say this every week. I do not care. I'm going to keep saying it. Run the dang ball. I've said it so many times already in this video. I know I tend to repeat myself a lot, but front seven looks really scary, but we have to win that running game. And, Sanders can't do it all, and it goes the other way too. Hurts can't do it all on the run. They have to, how do you say this? They have to complement each other well. This offensive line against this front seven is going to be a really, really great thing to watch. And I think we have the ability to win the run game. We just need to keep using the run to our advantage. I mean, how did I completely forget this? I know this is like 2 years ago. Or 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember which time. I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah. I know it was in Heinz Field. I know that. But Sanders, and I know they made changes, to the defense as well. Trust me. They added Miles Jack there and Ogunjobi. But Sanders had a day against Pittsburgh the last time. He faced them. He found the open holes. He's running up. He was explosive. He was running quick. We just need to see that again. And we had Wentz that game. I mean, no hate to him, but we have a mobile quarterback who is fully capable of extending the play. We need them to complement each other this game, and we need to win that run game. That's going to be huge. I mean, the passing offense for us has improved a lot. It looks really nice, but I mean, running, especially from last year, has been our bread and butter. We still need to do that. We can't just get away from it. That's unacceptable. But now my second key to the game for the offense. Offense cannot slow down after first half. Always have foot on the gas. All right. I've seen it so many times this season. First half we come off strong, and we're cruising at the second half. The third quarter, we're just falling apart. I wouldn't even say falling apart. We're just slowing down. We're letting other teams score points on us, or maybe no. I don't know about that, but we had instances with the Vikings game. We still did not really let them score so much in second. I think we allowed one touchdown in second half. Believe for the Vikings game, such like that. Commanders, we did dominate that entire game, but still we had instances where the third half we were just letting the other team score points. We were offense was slowing down, stuff like that. And then fourth quarter we finally wake it up and we iced the game and we're good. Except that Cardinals game though, that came down to the wire. So I just do not want to see this offense slowing down. Always have foot on the gas. We've had times, most of the time actually, we've led big, after half. But yeah, that's great and all. But next half, we just cannot just completely fall apart like we do on offense and just slow down all those 3 and outs. I know we can't be perfect all the time, but I just do not want that to happen again. And I don't want another heart attack. Cardinals game definitely giving me a heart attack. And also, when we faced the Cardinals in 2019, that was also giving me a heart attack too. But those were terrible times in 2019. When we lost to the Cardinals, we were like 4-10-1 or I don't know, something stupid like that. Yeah, it was 4-8-1, 4-9-1, something like that. But now we beat the Cardinals this year. We're 6-0. We're only undefeated team in the NFL. Let's get it. All right. Number third key to the game. It's our first defensive key to the game. Do not let Najee Harris and Steelers playmakers get on the roll this game. Najee Harris has been struggling a little bit this season, especially that Dolphins game. I'd say Dolphins game. Yeah, that was he was struggling to get to open holes, to get something going. I know that's not all entirely on Najee because it's a team sport, offensive line, running backs, etc. But even so, if we let Najee Harris get hot this game after the performance he had against Miami, that's not going to be good whatsoever. This young Steelers wide receiver core and Deontay Johnson, Claypool, Pickens. You've seen how Claypool has done when he get hot, especially against us in 2019. Still can't get over that game, or it was either 2020, I believe. Either one of the two. It was a COVID year. It was COVID. It was 2020. My bad. Same with the Cardinals game that I just mentioned. Yeah, it's not 2019. My apologies. And George Pickens, who has made a name for himself already, even though it's his rookie season. All right, we can't let that happen. I guess Najee Harris also is a really young back as well. Oh boy, I love how young the Steelers' offense is. Same with our offense for the Eagles, minus some offensive linemen. I know I don't mean that to be rude, but most of the vets on that offense are offensive linemen, and everybody else on that offense for us is young. So I absolutely love it. But that's my third key to the game. We cannot afford that to happen. I think we can stop. We have the great ability to stop Najee Harris this game, and I think we have a great ability to stop Kenny Pickett this game. That's why it goes to my fourth. Get Pickett nervous. All right, bring the pressure. Intimidate with our passing defense. Like, what do you mean by intimidate? Their passing defense. We have a great secondary. We need to confuse Pickett. If we bring that pressure to him, we need to say. I'd say to an extent, force him to throw. That defensive line, it also ties into Najee Harris too. We need to stuff him, on the line. Not letting him, get any yards at scrimmage. We need to get to Pickett. We need to fluster him, and if we fluster him on our defensive line, he's gonna get sacked, or he's gonna throw a panicking, not a panicking pass, but a panic pass to one of his receivers. And of course, how our secondary's been doing this season. We picked off Rush 3 times. Kirk as well, I believe, had the 1 or 2 picks. We picked off Kyler Murray. And seems like, I don't think Wentz got picked off that game, but seems like, with our secondary, if you make a mistake passing the ball, we're absolutely going to pick that ball off. So that's what we need to force Pickett to do. And the defensive line and the secondary all tie into that. All right, yeah. And especially, like I said, Hassan Reddick over the edge. That is going to be really fun to see. He's been stepping it up as of late. And we're on a roll right now. Let's keep it going. I know I believe in trap games, okay? And the NFL isn't a given every Sunday. You never know what's gonna happen. But now let's segue into our prediction for this game, or my prediction. I know, anything can happen in the NFL, but I think our offense is going to do really well this season, and I think the Steelers' offense can get going a little bit, but in the end, I still think, we get the win over them. I think the Eagles will win 28-13. I think we're going to score 28, and the Steelers, 13, I believe, means touchdown, two field goals. However the score goes, for 13 points, whatever it is. Even if it's a close game, even though I don't want that for my heart's sake at all, a win, no matter how we do it, a win's a win. But I personally think, we can score 28. I don't know. This offense has just been on a roll. We just cannot, afford to, I wouldn't say relax in the second half, but just to slow down in the second half. I still think this team can do really well at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that is all there is for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, please comment. It's not appropriate. I'll definitely look at it. Please subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications. We're at 257. Let's get to 260 again. And of course, please follow my socials. All links below in the description, and my Discord server also in the description. And that is about it. This is your friend Nidings signing out. Have a great day, guys.